how to build a virtual intake team to sign up clients for you. So great to have you here. A lot of condensed information in the next hour that'll be shared with you. Really high value. And I hope that you'll stick all the way through because a lot of value is being shared throughout. And also I'll be doing a Q&A at the end. Today, I'll be sharing with you three things. One is the best type of people you can hire within a week to sign up clients for you. Number two is how your team can use a very specific sales script that I'll be sharing with you if you stick around to sign up clients for you. And number three is how to track performance, create goals and incentives to scale your intake team. The goal of this program is to have people sign up clients for you and how to scale that up so that you don't have to. Okay, that's the ultimate goal. That's the reason why we're here. You're going to have a lot of breakthroughs, a lot of things that are going to be shared with you. Please take this information. Everything that I share with you is based on a lot of experience that I'll be sharing with you. So take it seriously. And make sure to stick to the end to receive the law firm intake script, which allows you to sign up more clients with this proven sales script specifically made for lawyers. As that was shared, I do have a new book called The Virtual Law Firm Secrets. If you haven't grabbed it yet, please grab it. It's on Amazon. I just provided the link in the chat, but a bunch of lawyers that we know have already read the book. It already has almost 50 reviews on Amazon. Click the link, get it. I made it very valuable and very dense, but short so that it's actionable. You should be able to get through the book within 1 or 2 sittings. And it's all about implementation. Everything shared in there is very practical steps for you to be able to free yourself up from your law firm. So if you haven't already grabbed the book, and also to be upfront, we have a program for lawyers that helps lawyers get more clients, create systems so that you can also free up your time. Program is called Legal Funnel. That's the reason why you're here. If you want to learn more about it, you could be able to go to our website called legalfunnel.com, see all of our case studies. When you're ready, you can book a call so we can tell you more about that program. Also, I need to put it out there is we have a YouTube channel, and I might be a little biased, but I'm here to tell you that this is the #1 YouTube channel right now for lawyers. Why? Because I've been posting daily video, 1 video a day for the past 6 months. A lot of value about so many things, about generating clients, about the systems, virtual assistants, so many things that are shared inside our program. I put so much free information out there. Go make sure you're subscribed. Go click on that link that I just put in the chat. Please make sure you're subscribed. Right now, we're almost 2,000 subscribers. This will be the #1 YouTube channel for lawyers. I've been putting it out there for the past year, and I promise it will be. I'm spending a lot of time and money into this channel, and I know it's going to be really, really valuable for anybody who's subscribed. And also, if you turn on the bell notification to get notified when the video gets posted, trust me, a lot of value being shared there. All right, but before we start, let's break some lawyer limiting beliefs. This is our most recent case study, B. Ivory. I actually just posted this video on my Facebook, on my personal Facebook page. If you want to watch the video, you could go there. Also, we have a link for this I can share with you. B. Ivory generated 14 personal injury clients within 4 weeks of implementing Legal Funnel. I retained 14 clients, and 3 of them are 6- and 7-figure commercial policies, all within 4 weeks. And the stage that he's at, every law firm owner goes through stages. 1 is about clients, and then 2, it's about building systems to be able to handle all those clients. Well, guess what? This is like my golden thing to hear. I think the biggest challenge has just been keeping up with the amount of leads. That's exactly what I want to hear, because that's exactly what a lot of lawyers need. A lot of clients, and then hopefully be able to build the systems for them to be able to handle all those clients. Amazing, Curry and Melissa subscribing. Also, Brandon went from, I'm not sure how many years, but he was stuck at 10K a month, and he's been able to grow to 50K a month consistently beyond his imagination. And this is amazing to see such a growth from him. Also, Julio, if you guys know him or not, he's very popular on TikTok, but he's been able to use Legal Funnel to grow to 2.7 million TikTok followers. And he also has his own Legal Funnel attached to it. And that's how he's consistently getting clients, all because of Legal Funnel. Also, Chad Pistrowski, a criminal defense lawyer, has been able to use Legal Funnel to make $1 million in 12 months. He just sent me a text that he's able to make, he actually been able to do $1 million in 10 months. And the cool part is he's been able to do this while he's literally vacationing almost every single month, which is amazing. Stephen A. Smith went from 11 years as a solo law firm owner to now, as soon as he joined the Legal Funnel, within 12 months, he's been able to grow his team to a team of 9, and he's doubled his revenue to $1 million within 1 year. There's a lot of these case studies, and I'm just slowly trying to get out these case studies. And these are just some of the limiting beliefs that we've been able to break in the last 3 years. For those who don't know me, let me just quickly share my story. 7 years ago, I quit my only legal employment, my only job as a traditional lawyer doing employment pre-lit. And I basically decided to go on my own. I went solo with no team and I had to figure everything out by myself. And I had to talk to prospects myself, manually follow up with everybody myself, send the invoices, follow up more, sign them up, and do the filings and everything myself. So everything that I share with you is things that I've done myself. And as a lot of you may know, my epiphany came when I read Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week book, and everything that I do and teach is based on these 3 key principles. First, it has to be virtual, which basically means it's not tied to any physical location or time, so that I could work from anywhere in the world at any time, which gives me flexibility to be able to spend more time with my family and go on trips. Literally 2 nights ago, spontaneously, me and my wife decided to book a trip to Hawaii in like less than 10 days. We're going to go to Hawaii for a week. And that's the benefit of being able to do that, have the flexibility to be able to do that. Second, I learned about the power of automation, how to create a business that could run on its own. Like, that sounds cool. What if I could create a law firm that could also be automated? Okay. And the third is I learned the idea of scalable, how a law firm or how a business can grow exponentially without you necessarily doing more work. And that first starts off with your actions. That means doing less and less of the one-to-one interactions, less of talking to prospects yourself, less having one-to-one meetings, things like that. And when you understand this concept and you tap into this 3 powers, that's when you'll be able to grow exponentially. There's been a 4th one. Let me just put it out there. The fourth concept that's been really impactful in the last couple of years, understanding it and applying it, has been leverage. Okay. I don't want to go into the details of it, but leverage has been the 4th aspect of it. And basically the idea is I started applying this to my law firms, and fast forward to today, I currently own and run 7 virtual law firms. I've grown 3 of them into multiple 7 figures from scratch. Some people want to know the which practice types. Well, here they are on the screen: business law, tax IDs, lemon law, employment law, class actions, or workers' comp. One of those is one of the biggest law firms in the US. I don't want to say which one, but one of those were actually one of the biggest ones, if not the biggest one. Also, I've been able to generate over 19,000 clients online. Also, I've been able to collect over 3,350 real reviews on Google. If you don't believe me, just go on Mollaei Law and scroll all the way down to the first review. You'll see every single one of them is real. And I currently generate 18,000 to 22 legal leads a month, which is a lot of leads to go through. Which what that means is that I'm able to quickly, across the 7 law firms, generate a lot of leads, figure out exactly what works about when it comes to not just generating them, but signing them up as clients. And that's basically the experience that I share. Also, we've been able to have over 440 lawyers who have joined our virtual law firm mastery program. And we've collected over 130 lawyer case studies and video testimonials. And everything that I share is based on actual things, results that I do myself. It's based on results. I don't just explain concepts that you got to do this. No, everything. I am the guinea pig for everything. I do it myself. I put myself through the regiment. If I share people that you got to do YouTube, I do YouTube first. If I do Facebook ads, I do Facebook ads first. And then once I see what works, then I share exactly what works. I've also been able to receive this cool award called the 2 ClickFunnels Award, which is basically an award given by ClickFunnels for generating $1 million online. I've been able to apply that to be able to generate $1 million for my first law firm. Then I was able to replicate it for my second law firm. Then I was able to receive my 3rd one for Legal Funnel. And also recently, just a couple of months ago, I received it for my 4th 2 Club Award, or also for my 3rd law firm. And the reason why I share this is not to show off, but to share that this is all rinse and repeatable. If I would have done it once, okay, maybe. But if I can do this 4 times, and now our students, our Legal Funnel members, Chad and Donia and all the other Legal Funnel members, they're on their way to also be able to do the same thing. This is very rinse and repeatable. As I share with you, collect all those reviews. And the best part is I've been doing this all in my shorts. Right now I'm in my shorts. It's the best part because it gives them freedom to be able to work from home. I'm a family man. I love be able to go anytime and be able to hug my baby and get that freedom to be able to book a trip. That's the best part. Also being able to share my story on podcasts and YouTube and et cetera, social proof, you guys know the deal. And yeah, this is what our legal funnel program looks like. Essentially, we have a inside community where there's a value component with basically for you to be able to learn how to also set up these sim systems for yourself. And also it has a kind of a mastermind kind of way to be able to, for us to be able to collaborate, share really valuable information that's not really shared anywhere else. And we also get to meet in person and have fun too. So let's get to it. So how often do we say these things? If any of these relate to you, if you feel like you feel any of these, please say me in the chat. I can't trust someone else to sign up clients for me. Who feels that way? Fred, Eric, Carrie, who else? Patrick, who else? Josh, Aaron. Okay, how about this one? Steven, Dana. Prospects need to talk to me in order for them to sign up. Prospects need to talk to me. Sam, they need to talk to me. Nobody can explain this thing better than me, or nobody can understand the intricacies of, of bankruptcy or whatever that is. Hannah, Michael, yes. Or how could my staff answer legal questions when they're not a lawyer? How could my staff answer legal questions when they're not a lawyer? We hear this all the time, and there's a solution for that because it doesn't have to be so. I'll explain how later in the training. Or if you say, I can't afford to hire someone to sign up clients for me, it doesn't have to be expensive. Okay. How about that if you say that? Or maybe you have some history where it didn't work out, it didn't work out the way you wanted to. I tried delegating my phone calls and it just didn't work. And those are like scar tissues left from like past relationships that we had, either with people or marketing companies or things like that. Okay. I'm here to break. These are all limiting beliefs. These are all thoughts that we put on ourselves that prevent us from getting into the next stage of us growing our law firms. How do I know this? Because I had every single one of these thoughts myself, and these were exactly the same lines that I told my mentor to. What are you talking about? I have to get someone else to take on my calls for me. I have to get someone else to qualify my leads and sign them up and send the retainers and do all this stuff. I can't afford it. What about this? All that stuff. Everything you see is all the thoughts that I shared myself. But the big realization is these are all limiting beliefs. These are not real. There's always ways around everything. It's a Silicon Valley mentality that everything is possible. Everything is possible. Everything has a solution. We just have to tackle it and figure out a way to make it work. And I'm here to share with you that creating a virtual intake team has changed my life. And the reason why you're here is I want to change yours too. I cannot simply say this any more clearly. Creating a virtual intake team, it will change your life. And when we start a law firm, we think it's going to be easy breezy, right? It seems like, things are, people are going to call you. They're going to call you. Hey, I have this problem. And you're going to explain to them that you can help them. And then people are just going to be like, yeah, sign me up. But the reality is it's not that way. It doesn't matter that the person is on the call. You can solve their problem, and you'll be able to do this the last 100 times with hundreds of other clients. People are still skeptical about moving forward with things. Okay. It's either could be a timing issue or a trust issue, or whatever that is. But the reality is it's very hard these days to be able to sign up clients. Okay. The truth is it's never been easier to start a law firm and never been harder to grow one. Everything I'm about to share with you is from experience from hiring over 257 VAs, not including our in-house employees, just our VAs, 257. I currently have about 90 that are active. Everything that I share with you is based on that. And also I had to look this up. Even for me, this blows my mind. Across my 7 law firms, I've been able to sign right now, currently, literally in October, when I pulled out this data, we currently sign up 678 clients a month. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less, but this is the most recent data. This is how, even for me, I was like, when I put this on paper, I was like, couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, things are growing and things are all automated things. And everything that I'm going to share with you is how we're able to sign up these clients. However, I'm not a marketer and I'm not a consultant. I just simply share everything that I'm currently doing for my own law firms. Legal Funnel is like my way. It's like my passion project is to give back. Thankfully, my law firms are doing well. And a couple of them are doing really well. And this is just legal funnel, just me be able to, again, provide value and just be able to give, honestly. So let's get to it. Secret number one. All right, let's get to it. Secret number one, here it is. You don't need to sign up clients yourself. Your dedicated intakers and high ticket closers can sign up clients for you. Dedicated intakers and high ticket closers can sign up clients for you. Before we talk about what those things are, let's understand this one concept, that the evolution that most law firm owners go through. The first level that most law firm owners go through is that you take calls yourself. Okay? Who takes on calls themselves right now, by the way? Who's taking on calls? Share with me in the chat. Me, Eric, Carrie, Reina, Aaron, Jay. Okay? And that's okay, because that's the evolution. That's how everybody starts. And that's how where I was. I had to, for 4 years, I was taking all the calls myself. Bill, Joe. That's okay. And then what most people do, the next level is that they move over, is most people go through, they hear about Lex Reception and Lex Helper and Call Ruby. You start using these services called virtual receptionist services. Who uses these virtual receptionist services? Or who relies on that? Eric, Ruben, a bunch of people. Ruben, Fred, Naisha. Okay. There's one problem. You're not the only one that are using these services, and it's not ideal. It's not ideal. And again, I had to go through these motions myself. Or I first had to take on the calls myself. Then for like a year or two, I was depending on these virtual receptionist services. But when I started working with these big law firms and I started working with my mentor, I realized that where we want to be is dedicated intakers and closers. Dedicated. That's the most important word. Somebody who's 100% dedicated to you. They're not being shared with anybody else. Have your own people in-house, quote unquote. That could be virtual, but quote unquote in-house, that are dedicated just to you, that are managed by you, that are incentivized by you, and be able to build out this internal intake and closers team. That's where we want to be. Okay. This is where everybody needs to be. So if you find yourself there in stage 1 or stage 2, we need to get you to stage 3 as quickly as possible, because this is the zenith of where we want to be. And this is what's going to take you to the next level to not only mentally free yourself up, but also help you sign up more clients. Okay. Is everybody clear on this? This is the answer. Dedicated intakers. Dedicated intakers. It doesn't matter where you are, by the way, in your law firm. I don't care. Even if you're like solo, you'll literally only get less than 5 clients a month. You still need to get this. With growth, you always want to do based on where you want to be. You don't do it based on where you are right now. If you start doing things based on where you are right now, you're going to be stuck at where you are right now. So always think about, it's a very easy mindset shift. Ask yourself, where do I want to be in 6 to 12 months? And start taking those actions now. You build your potential, your infrastructure, your team, your client generation, everything to where you want to be, not where you are right now. And this is one of those things. So let's get to the who. Who are these people? Dedicated intakers are virtual assistants with sales experience. They're just regular VAs with just some sales experience who are usually comfortable talking on the phone. Okay? Who are 100% dedicated to signing up clients for you. So the 2 requirements, they have sales experience, and they're going to be 100% dedicated just to you. What they do is that they talk to your prospects on the phone or on Zoom. This is one of the first secret sauces. If you want to sign up more clients, sign up your clients on Zoom, and your intakers should meet your prospects on Zoom. Don't do it on phone. And just easy way to increase your conversions. Just have your meetings on Zoom. When your prospects can see you face to face and you can see them face to face, that's a much higher conversion rate. You'll be way more likely. The first mental shift, if you're meeting with them on phone, switch it over to Zoom. That's going to make a big difference. And second is they're going to talk to your prospects on Zoom. Second thing they're going to do is they're going to qualify your leads. And this is crucial. Okay. They're going to qualify your leads. And this is when I remember learning about qualification, I'm like, Why do you have to qualify your leads? This is crucial. It doesn't matter what practice step you are. You need to come up with the questions that you need to ask your prospects in order for you to find out if they're qualified for you to take them on as a client. If we're not crystal clear on exactly what those questions are, we need to come up with that, and I'll give you the script that you could that you can plug it in. But what this allows you to do is that this prevents you and this prevents your intakers from answering legal questions. All they're doing is they're gonna follow a script to see whether that they're qualified to become a client. Okay, this is a little breakthrough for a lot of people. Your intakers don't need to answer legal questions. They just have to qualify your leads. Okay, qualify. You're not trying to provide any legal advice. You only provide legal advice when they become a client. So let's not have that limiting belief anymore. Like these people can't provide legal advice. What do you do? They're just qualifying. It's a change of mindset, and it's a change in script about how they do that. They simply follow your intake call SOP, which I'll share with you in a moment. That guides your prospects to the finish line. Okay, is this clear? You're qualifying them. Your intakers are qualifying them. They're not providing any legal advice. And also what they do is they get clients to sign their retainer agreements. They're also they're the ones in charge to actually send out the retainer agreement. There should not be no dependency on you sending out the retainer agreement. No, they should. They should just qualify. If they qualify, go ahead and send them a retainer agreement. And last thing they do is they follow up. And that's the benefit of being dedicated. Whenever you have these virtual receptionist services, it's very like one level. They just take on the message and they relate to you. Where's the follow through? If you don't have follow through, how are you gonna send them up? And that's the benefit, big benefit. These people are dedicated to just following up. They text them, they call them, they email them, until they get them to sign up. Okay, so make sure again that your intakers will meet on Zoom. They're qualifying them by you following a very specific script that I'll share with you. They get them to actually send the retainer agreement, and they're able to follow up until your prospects sign up as a client. Second, and we'll talk about the difference in a second. Let's just go through each one, and then we'll get to the difference. High ticket closers. So high ticket closers are usually higher level salesperson with extensive sales experience who are, again, 100% dedicated to sign up clients for you. Okay, so they just have more sales experience. And again, they're also dedicated just to you. Crucial. They cannot be doing any other jobs. They need to be dedicated. And that's a requirement. In the beginning, the first year or so, when I had high ticket closers, I was okay with like our closers doing other things, either having side hustles or other closing opportunities. I learned from experience that's not sustainable at all. They need to be 100% dedicated. Okay, so make sure that, again, extensive sales experience and 100% dedicated. What did they do? Well, they meet your prospects on Zoom. I didn't say this phone or Zoom. I said Zoom because that's what it takes in order for you to close clients these days. They also text your prospects before the meeting to make sure your prospects show up. Okay, it's not just about getting the meeting. You need to actually get people to actually show up to these meetings. So what they can do is you can create an SOP for them, text them as soon as the meeting is booked, text them the morning of, text them an hour before. Also, a lot of these can be also automated in Calendly. Automatic text an hour before and 10 minutes before. Okay. Also, they can qualify your leads. Again, they don't answer legal questions. They simply follow your intake call SOP and guide your prospects to the finish line. And they get clients to sign the retainer agreements and follow up. Okay. The difference, just quickly go over the difference between those two, is usually dedicated intakers are usually entry-level sales reps. They need to just be comfortable talking on the phone, qualifying prospects. They typically need to follow along with a call script, okay, which I'll share with you. They're usually from overseas. They can also, some can also speak Spanish. So if we have Spanish clients, there's a bunch of good sources for finding Spanish dedicated intakers. And they can qualify for most, if not all, practice types: business law, trademark, personal injury, bankruptcy, whatever you could think about. On the other hand, high ticket closers are usually more seasoned sales professionals with more extensive sales experience, and they usually require a recruiter to find. Okay, they're harder to find, so they usually expect either a recruiter or source to be able to tap into the source for you to be able to find these people. And they're usually more ideal for more complicated legal qualification practice types like estate planning, criminal defense, immigration, family law, real estate, tax, or anything else you could think about. Okay. So you have both options. You're going to find a lot of these dedicated intakers that can do this for you. Or if you think it's a little bit more higher value, like a little bit more complicated, then you need to tap into the high ticket closers. That's what it takes. And let me just share with you, it's not sustainable and not scalable for you to sign up clients yourself. Okay. These are my two truest tests right now. This is like the framework that me and my mentor put our businesses and every decision that we make. Is it sustainable? And is this a scalable? If it doesn't check off both of these, we don't do it. Okay. It doesn't matter how good of opportunity it is. If it's not sustainable and if it's not scalable, we don't do it. It doesn't matter. Literally, we have opportunities like 20, 30K a month for like 1 month or 2 months. And we say no to it because again, it doesn't pass these tests. So the same thing for you. Whenever you're making decisions, ask yourself, hopefully you have my voice in your head. Is it scalable and is it sustainable? If it's not, stop doing it. Stop doing it. Okay. This is like a wake up call for most of the law firm owners. Have this test in your head and it's not sustainable or scalable for you to sign up clients yourself. I'm here to share with you that 100% of my law firm clients are being signed up by our dedicated intakers and high ticket closers who qualify. They follow a specific call script. They send the retainer agreements. They follow up and they sign up clients on behalf of our law firms so that I don't have to. 100% of my clients are being signed up by dedicated intakers and high ticket closers. And that's where you want to be as well, because that's what's going to help you scale up your law firm. Okay. Now, where to find these people? Well, dedicated intakers are usually relatively easy to find from virtual assistant sources. Instead of legal funnel, we show you how to filter, find, hire, manage, and scale the best intakers for your law firm. Okay, there's plenty of them out there, but you have to go through some kind of filtering process to be able to find the right one, hire them properly, manage them properly, and also scale them up. There's a lot more to it than just finding them. It requires more of like sticking with them and working with them throughout this process in order for them to be successful. How about high ticket closers? Usually high ticket closers are usually more rare and harder to find. How do I know this? Because I'm always on the hunt for high ticket closers. However, good news is in the last, I would say 6 to 18 months, I've been on a mad hunt to find the right sources and the right companies that can source these high ticket closers. And the good news is this is actually a new resource, the newest resource that we're sharing inside of Legal Funnel for our Legal Funnel members, people that are inside of my Legal Academy. This is shared inside of the Legal Funnel vendors list. It's there. It's on top of the list. It's shared for you. We've already sourced those for you. Okay. So if you're a Legal Funnel member, just go to that. If you know how to find it, go there. If not, I'll be posting about it inside of my Legal Academy. We've already found the best sources. These are the sources that we're tapping into ourselves to find these high ticket closers. And that is shared as a resource for our Legal Funnel members. Okay. That's what it looks like. Where do we go? I'll post about it, Jay, to make sure everybody sees it. So just be on the lookout for a post inside of my Legal Academy today for this document. Okay. So until you build out your dedicated intakers, our high ticket closers team, you're going to be the prisoner of your law firm. I don't want you to be a prisoner of your law firm. You need to free yourself up because it's not sustainable and it's not scalable. Okay. Now that we talked about the who, okay. So again, just to summarize, the who is you need dedicated intakers or dedicated high ticket closers. Now that we have the who, let's talk about the how. How do dedicated intakers and high ticket closers take on these calls? Before I go on, has this been good so far? Share with me yes in the chat if this has been good. Before I continue, and also when I need a little break. Good. Mike, wow, somebody, nice. 129 lawyers here. I love it. Amazing. Stephanie, Kiki, good to see you. Alex, Dan, Reina, Jason. Amazing. I remember, let me just quickly share my closer story. Watched a random YouTube video about 4 years ago, I want to say. It was a video by Dan Locke. He talked about, he was interviewing someone else about high ticket closers. And he basically shared what I just shared with you in the last 20 minutes about high ticket closers being able to help his company scale very quickly. And I'm like, high ticket closers, I never heard of that. That sounds cool. So I started looking into it, started finding my high ticket closers. Year later, did $1 million using high ticket closers. And I went back to the person the person's video. And when I was at the ClickFunnels conference, I found that person. I'm like, hey, thanks to your YouTube video, I was able to, scale one of my businesses to $1 million thanks to you because of high ticket closers. So that was my turning point for me to be able to, again, understand about high ticket closers, what they are, what they do. And this hopefully is the moment for you, hopefully in this week and this year, to go implement this, because this is going to be a game changer for you. All right, let's go to secret number 2. Secret number 2 is your dedicated intakers and high ticket closers should follow a specific call script to sign up clients for you. Okay. This requires a proven and a very specific call script to sign up clients for you. So there's a wrong way and a right way for your dedicated intakers and high ticket closers to take on these calls. The wrong way is letting your dedicated intakers and high ticket closers talk to your prospects however way they feel like. You just hire them and just like, go sign them up. That doesn't work. That does not work. I was just talking to a disgruntled employee who came from another company that was somewhat related to, who basically was so annoyed because he didn't have an SOP for how to take on these calls, and he pretty much quit his job. And I come and sweep them up, and we're going to be hiring him with an SOP with a little bit higher pay. And now he's going to essentially manage one of our intake teams that's going to, do really well for us. It requires an SOP. It requires a call script for people what to do. Okay. So the right way is using a specific sales script that works incredibly well for signing up your clients. Okay. What I'm about to share with you is a sales script from Dan Henry's new book. Okay. It's called The Pocket Guide to High Ticket Selling. It's right here. It's a very straight to the point book. If you want to grab it, feel free to grab it. I met him at the ClickFunnels conference. He's basically, you can look into what it is. However, I took that and I personalized it for lawyers and law firms. So you don't have to read this book. You just have to grab the script that I'm about to share with you to be able to use it for your law firm. Okay, so this is personalized for law firms, for lawyers. So let's get to it. And again, this is an added benefit for being here. So let me share the link with you. There you go. That is in the chat. Go ahead and click on that. So go ahead and click on it and let's go to it. There we go. I see you guys coming in. And I'm also learning my lesson. I'm going to make this much. There we go. Bam, bam, bam. So go ahead and click on it. There we go. 60s. There we go. I see those piling on. 132 lawyers still here. I love it. I love it. Oh, due to very clever to use some tools. Okay. Hopefully this won't be an issue. Okay. So first of all, how do you use this? Well, first, what you want to do right now is go file and make a copy. So right now, everybody go file, make a copy. Call it your law firm intake call script. Who needs Cliff Notes? We have Sam's notes. Totally. So again, go file, make a copy. Feel free if you want to make 2 copies, go for it. If you want to keep the original the way how it is, and then one that you're going to personalize. The one you're going to work on, it hopefully will be the one that's personalized. So go ahead and give you guys a minute to do that. Yeah, you can't save it. Don't ask for access. All you have to do is just make a copy. So try to make a copy. If anybody, I think because there's so many people that are accessing it right now, if you do make 2 copies or 1 or 2 copies, just make sure to just close it out. So we don't have too many people on this document. There we go. So that other people can access it too. Go ahead and grab it. If you guys have it, share with me. Yes, in the chat, please. Good. Aries has it. Good. Good, good. We're going to be going through this. Good. Russell, good. This is much needed. I've been asked for a script like this for like the last 3-4 years. We finally have one. That's good. Good, Melanice. Great to see you, Melanice. Chris, Norma, Melissa. Good. Good. I made 3 copies. Amazing. Very good. All right, let's go through it. So how to use it? Again, you make a copy, and the important part is you want to personalize it. Okay, this is just a template. So it has the structure of what you need to have, but the words and stuff need to be personalized for you. Okay, so I made it as simple as possible. Not only do I try to give you some examples but also anything that's italicized is like special notes or things to be mindful of. So be on the lookout for those. I try to make it as clean as possible, and I kept it as short as possible. It's literally just 2 pages. You don't want to make these things complicated. Anytime it comes to scripts and systems and things, you always want to simplify it. Anything that's too cumbersome or too complicated, nobody wants to follow through. So just make sure, keep it simple, okay? Keep it simple, 1 or 2 lines or a couple of questions for each of these sections, okay? So let's go through it. First thing you want to do, again, this is the perfect way to sign up clients, okay? If you want to sign up more clients, follow the script as closely as possible. As many of these elements that you take out, you're lowering your chances of you signing up your clients, okay? So it does seem a little bit cumbersome, but this is what it takes for you to be able to sign up more clients, okay? And it's something that gets built over time. And it's something that, it takes practice. It's not just like follow the script. In the beginning, you may have to, follow the script. Be careful whoever just did that. Whoever's on my team, just please remove that. You can click on it. But that might be you. So just let me know. There we go. Thank you. So again, it's something that gets built over time, and it requires practice and it requires refinement over time. But once you have the one refined template, then you'll be able to obviously pass it off to your team and be able to scale up your team with this one script. Okay, so keep it one. With that being said, let's go through it. First thing you got to do is build rapport. You can't just start a relationship just getting to it. Okay, so ask where they're from, how their week is going, find some common ground, chit chat. Okay. Be a person, be a good person. You don't go up to somebody at a bar and just like, what do you do? Okay, it's a little off-putting. So start with building some common ground. Okay, whatever that is, you come up. Everybody has their own style. 1 or 2 questions to get the conversation going, to build a bond before you start. Second, and I might, I'm just gonna quickly go through these, but again, as I'm going through these, if ideas come to you, just write those down. Since you have your own copy, just literally put it into your own Google Doc. Number 2 is set the agenda. Okay, up front, you want to control the conversation. You don't want to let them start, babbling about what the problem they have. Set the agenda. Okay, this is how the call is going to go. It's kind of like going to the doctor. I'm going to ask you a few questions about the issue that you're having, and then figure out what you're struggling with, and then give you a diagnosis, just like a doctor would. And then suggest some treatment or prescription for exactly what you need. Does that sound good? Okay. Again, this is just a little template that you'll be able to customize it for yourself. It's a part of it, that you need to adjust. Please do that. Okay. So set the agenda up front. Okay. Next is you want to make sure that everybody who needs to make a decision on this decision is there. Okay. So depending on whatever that is, if it's like obviously, if it's like a divorce issue, then like you're fine. You don't have to ask with that. But sometimes, like let's say estate planning, go make sure you have your spouse on the call. Hey, are you on your own right now, or do you have a family? Oh, does your spouse need to be on this call too? Okay, so these are some questions for you to help you, get all the decision makers on the call. Ideally, you want to have them all there. You don't want to, you do your spiel and the main decision maker is not there. So this will pry that out from them. Yeah, Russell, this is made for your team and you to be able to take on these calls. Again, adjust it based on your own law firm. Fourth is you want to clarify the reason for getting on the call. No, not at all. People are saying this is like a script for things like that. No, this you have to personalize it for your law firm. It's not just like for booking call for Legal Funnel, because it's the wrong mindset. This is for literally apply this for your own law firm based on any practice type. Again, you just have to adjust it. Maybe it's just your first time seeing this. Right now, your mind is like, how does it make sense? You have to work on it. That's why it requires that personalization. Okay, so next thing you want to do is to clarify the reason for getting on the call. The first thing I want to ask you is, why'd you book a call? Like, why are you here? Why do you need our help? And out of all people, why are you talking to us? Well, there's other law firms out there. So why us? And why now? Why is it important to solve this right now? Okay, those clarify the reason questions is crucial. You do good selling through good questions. Ask those proper questions. And once you do that, then you want to dig even deeper. Why do you have this problem? Have you tried to fix this problem before? How long have you had this problem? How's this been affecting your life? Okay. Tap into those why questions. Dig deep. And yes, as Derek shared, you need to spend some time and trial and error to customize it for your law firm. Exactly. That's what I mean. It's not just like just create it once. It requires that constant revisions, constant, and the more you understand your clients and by practice, you'll to refine it. Oh, maybe this one was a little bit off-putting. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this. Maybe say it this way, or maybe, whatever that is. Exactly. Thank you. Okay. Next, what have you tried before? Have you tried fixing this problem before? Did you hire a lawyer for this before? Okay. How was that experience? What was the reason why you didn't want to move forward with them? 7, what's your current situation? Ask questions about where they currently are. Estate planning. Tell me about tell me about what you're trying to protect. What kind of, what kind of assets do you have? What kind of equities do you have? What are you trying to protect? And also tap into the desired. If you were to work with us, what are you looking to get out of it? Okay. What's the point of you being here? And what do you think the decision you're about to make with us is going to be worth your investment for you? Stephen asked, what if you different practice types? So early on, you want to maybe clarify which one it's for, and you run it through that particular script for that specific practice type. So yes, this should be practice specific, obviously, for that specific thing. So yes, I would create, again, you should hopefully ideally focus on just one. So you only get these types, so you could go focus on it. But yeah, this is very practice specific for one practice type, one type of ideal client that you're talking to. Okay. Next, we want to tap into the why. Why is it important for you? Why is getting this result important for you? How would your life look like? How would it be different if you had this thing? If you were to go through a bankruptcy process? Next, get a mission. What is stopping you from achieving this all on your own? Why don't you, why have you not decided to do this on your own at this point? Why do you need a lawyer? Get them to admit why they need you. Number 10, get commitment. When are you wanting to fix this? Get a commitment that they need and want to solve this problem now. Okay, so I understand that you want to fix it now, but how committed are you to make sure that will happen? How will you take action? Will you get us the information we need to get started? And again, this is a proven script. If you find yourself you're uncomfortable doing this, again, this is meant to be passed off to your seasoned closers and intakers to be able to do this. Okay, so ideally, you create it for them. And then we're getting to the close. You want to offer a customized close. Okay, so I believe all information. I believe we can help you. Would you like me to share how? Okay. Well, what we do is our expertise is helping exactly like people like you get this result that you shared with me so that they can, do this. And we do that by doing this for you. Now, this may not be for you, but I'll let you decide. Does it sound like a good fit so far? Lots of notes here to help you kind of clarify these things for you. And then, do you have any other questions about how to get started? If they ask about a price or whatever that they do, again, you clarify that. Again, it's not just have to be transactional. Apply this for whatever you could think about. Criminal defense, immigration, anything. Like literally my mind is like, yeah, like these are all, again, frameworks and templates to help you create that. Okay. And there it is. There it is. So this requires, again, sitting 30 minutes, going through it, scribbling your ideas. Next time you have a call, go through this. What should I say? Record it, adjust it, revise it, talk it out with your spouse, do it with practice it. This is what it takes. A lot of people want the result without doing the actual work. It requires actual work. It requires effort. Okay, so please put in the effort. I can't make it any simpler for you. Give it the framework and the script. You just need to put your own touch to it. And what we can do is inside a legal funnel, once we have proven scripts, I'm putting it out there for specific practice types, then hopefully be able to get those and share that as a resource for other legal funnel members. That'll be really cool. So we'll try to do that. Again, I always put it out there, and usually, again, things have to happen. You have team members We have plans. We have structure for our visions, things to happen. I'm putting it out there to our COO and Whitney and success managers, all that stuff. We're going to build this out for specific practice types. It might take a while. It might take us a couple of months to get this done, but we'll try to build out a practice specific call scripts for every practice type, ideally for our top 5 practice types, so that our legal funnel members can use these if it's hard for you to come up with these scripts. Jay says, I had 6 intakes in the last 3 days for personal injury and in the middle of setting up onboarding system. This is perfect. Perfect, Jay. And you're an implementer, and I love my implementers. So implement this, and I'm going to put out a challenge out there. Whoever can use the script to sign up their first 5 clients, please share with us in our Facebook group, and I'll give you guys a very good reward for doing it. I'll give you guys something juicy, something from my office setup. I'll pull out something that I think it would be really valuable for you that you probably don't have already. I'll buy that for you. So challenge accepted. Chad. Good. 5 clients using the script. And we actually have a vision for us to create challenges for lawyers. Let's just say the first lawyer to get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, first lawyer to follow the script for, to get 5 clients. We'll create those challenges. If it sounds something like people want to do, we'll do that out there. There's nothing that incites action better than challenges. How do I know this? Because this thingy was a challenge for me, and it helped me get there. And that's the reason I was able to get it. So same thing. Hopefully we'll try to build out some challenges. Good, Stacy. Yes, good, Stacy. The reason to be in the program is to get what you have on the wall. Good. That's the goal. This is the process. Good. Nobody will just have $6,000 to sign up on a call. No, totally. And that's where there's a little bit more work that needs to be done on offer building, installment plans, discounts, urgency and scarcity. There's more to it, but yeah, there's a lot to learn and a lot to do and a lot to revise over time. So little by little, Kiki, little by little. Okay. So please use this. Please use this. Hopefully everybody will right now. Actually, let's just do it. I don't want this to lay by the wayside. Great that you got this template. Please right now, either today, ideally today, it will be today because you're here. We'll go block out 30 minutes. 30 minutes in your calendar. Call it work on intake call script for my law firm. You have 30 minutes. And don't forget to put the 30 time limit. I promise this could be done in 30 minutes. It's taking longer than 30 minutes. You're spending too much time. 30 minutes. Done is better than perfect. Create it. If you already have an intaker, share it with them. If you're doing your calls yourself, follow it. Follow it like it's your regiment. This is what it takes for you to, again, it's going to help you sign up more clients. Do it. And again, the challenge putting out there, the first lawyer to get 5 clients from the script that posts in our Facebook group will get something cool from me. I already know probably what it's going to be. It's going to be probably one of these cool little stands that also sits on your computer that you can record videos and also allows you to record these cool little videos, which I'll be posting shortly in my YouTube channel. You'll see it. It's probably going to be one of these. It's really cool. So yeah. How do I print the template? You should be able to print the template. If not, make a copy and you should be able to print it, but you should personalize it before you print it. So, but let's continue. There's more to it. Let's stick around. There's more. Let's do it. However, okay, it takes more than just this magical script to scale up your intake team. How do I know this? Because I've been through the motions. As you saw, I'm up to 670 clients a month. One of our law firms, we're at 275 clients a month, starting from like literally 0 to 20 clients a month, and 30, 50, 70, 100, 150, 200, 275 is our latest achievement. And we're trying to scale up to 400 clients a month. And we're literally working on, that's the stage I'm at, scaling up our 275 clients a month to 400. And it's because of what I'm about to share with you right now. Okay. Which leads us to secret number 3. Is that it takes tracking, 3 parts: tracking, goals, and incentives to get the most out of your dedicated intake team. Okay, look at these words, important words: tracking, TGI, tracking, goals, and incentives. This is what it takes. For our legal funnel members who right now are setting up a lot of clients, this is the stage you're at. Chad and our successful lawyers, this is the stage that you're going to have to hardcore focus on: the tracking, goals, and incentives, which I'm already sure you already have, Chad, but let's tap into these. Okay, so what are these? Number 1 is tracking, which is knowing exactly exactly, like to the number. I don't want to see any round numbers. I need to see like 84. That's the exact number. How many calls, how many follow-ups, and how many signups each dedicated intaker does on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. You need to have clarity on this. Clarity on calls, follow-ups, signups. How do we track it? I'll show you in a second how we do it, but there's other ways to be able to do it. That's number one, first requirement, tracking. You need to know your numbers. Number two, easy win from our legal funnel members like Kiki. As soon as I share this with them, like just set up this one thing called a goal. Each dedicated intaker has a specific expected outcome on a monthly basis. Everybody on your team should have a goal, one desired outcome per month basis. Everybody has a role. You're signing up 15 clients a month. You're collecting 12 documents. You're taking care of 100% of our clients. You're doing this. It's usually a numerical number per month basis. Okay. Your intakers need a goal upfront. And number three, they need incentives. Each dedicated intaker has a specific 3-tier performance-based incentives to sign up clients. 3-tiered performance-based incentives to sign up clients. So how do we track? I internally use Google Sheet. And this was on purpose. I used the Google Sheet on purpose to keep it super simple. It's very easy. It's all there. All of our lead information is there. We're able to get contact information, the date, get our qualifying questions answered. And I also created 3 rows. One is called the lead status, which is pretty much like designate what happened to this lead. Was it retained, retainer sent? Was it a wrong info? Was it a 3 call, no answer? Basically, these are like the different statuses for every lead. Second is how many times was this lead called? And third is notes, which is an internal way to keep track of the date, who, and how many times the follow-ups were made. And when I set this up, it was like a vision for all of our VAs, our intakers will use this sheet to be able to keep track of, again, as I shared with you, how many calls, how many follow-ups, and how many client signups. And I can share with you, after 2.5 years in, we're at 275 clients a month based on the sheet that you're seeing right now. This is it. As you can see, we have a bunch of intakers right here. This is literally a screenshot that I took yesterday. We're setting up clients literally by what you're seeing here. The only last thing here is also the source of these leads. So I'm able to optimize based on the client signups that we get. And I keep things simple. However, there are other ways to keep track. There's solutions like Ring Central, Alloware, Dialpad, a lot of different options. HubSpot, Clio, different ways. As long as you have a way for you to keep track of how many calls were made, how many follow-ups, and how many clients every intaker is signing up. Okay, I internally use Google Sheets. Yes, Elena, for our legal funnel members, this is called the lead template. I'll share this with you, Elena. I'll try to remember that is shared. This exact thing is shared with our legal funnel members. Okay, so we're crystal clear. And by the way, for us to be able to scale up to 275 clients with the Google Sheet really surprised me, because my mentor was pushing me from like 2 years ago to say, hey, you need to get on a CRM for this to scale up. I'm like, no, honestly, let's just try to keep it simple, because the VAs could easily come on and just start using the Google Sheet. We don't need anything else. And it got proven that you could use Google Sheet to scale up to 275 clients a month. But anyways, we're crystal clear on exactly how many times each of our dedicated intakers is calling up our leads, following up, when they're sending retainer agreements, and exactly how many clients they're signing up every day, every week, and every month. Then also, I talked about goals and a 3-tiered incentives for each of our dedicated intakers. Okay, I went through the evolution of learning how to create incentives with my mentor. What most people do is when they try to create incentives is they do per client. Okay, that's not ideal. Ideally, it should be performance-based. I'm just going to put out there 3-tiered level. What you're seeing on the screen is just a little, example of it. It's not actual numbers, but it'll just say if you get 10 clients, you get $150. You get 15 clients, $300, or 20 clients, $500. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but here it is on the screen. This is what every intaker needs in order for them to, again, be able to scale up your intake team. Okay, so tracking, goals, and incentives simply help you sign up more clients, and they're 100% necessary for your law firm to scale. Okay. So to do a quick recap, dedicated intakers and high ticket closers is the best way to sign up clients without relying on you. If you're signing up clients yourself, or if you're depending on these virtual receptionist services, so I don't want to call out specific company names, which I already did, that's not sustainable and it's not scalable. Ideally, where you want to be is these two, either dedicated intakers or high ticket closers. Okay. Usually you can use these, but sometimes you may need to use these, but one of those two. Okay. Ideally, high ticket closers, if we can get them. If not, intakers will also get the job done. I think 90% of our people that sign up our clients are intakers, and only 10% are about high ticket closers. So have that in mind. Number two is that your dedicated intakers should follow a proven call script to sign up clients for you. Don't just let them be and take on the call however way they want. No, there has to be a magic formula that's revised over time. The more you know your clients, the more you can revise this call script to make it better and better. And this takes some time. It takes months and years to be able to refine this. Okay. So, don't judge it based on what it is. It's just a template for you and a framework for you to be able to customize it for your own law firm yourself. And don't forget that it takes tracking goals and incentives. Know exactly the numbers, exactly how many calls they're getting, how many times they're following up, how many clients that they're signing up each month, so that you can create goals for them and create an incentive program based on a 3-tiered system to get the most out of your dedicated intake team. This is the first step you need to take to sign up more clients for your law firm. Okay. Now you have two choices. Take that information and implement it. Okay. Or you can join us to get the entire system, the legal funnel system, implemented and customized for your law firm. This is not information, it's implementation. I always try to give you the first step and the framework and everything, whatever I can do to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to get the thing, to be able to build together. And you also get access to our support and our tech team to help you get these up and running ASAP. We're constantly, you guys have no idea, there's 25 people that work behind the scenes of Legal Funnel. You guys have no idea how much conversations, how many team meetings, how many things are being done to make sure that this is the most valuable, most actionable implementation program for lawyers online. A lot of effort being put into this by our entire team. It's not just me. Maybe you guys just see me on videos and these trainings, but just know there's literally almost 25 full-time people that are working on this on Legal Funnel. And by the way, thanks to our team. By the way, I know you guys are working hard. So we're currently enrolling 30 growth-minded lawyers, okay? And we're capping at 30 lawyers. And at this point, we don't want any lawyer. We really don't, honestly, because we have some stories of people that were not in the right mindset, either at the right stage of their life or whatever it was. We're only looking to work with growth-oriented lawyers. These are people that are like into self-development, into growing, they're into learning, implementing, positive, all about, putting their ego aside and wanting to grow, share, collaborate, all about that. I'm all about that. And that's the people that we want. So if you consider yourself a growth-oriented lawyer who cares about consistently and predictably growing, okay, until you have a system that consistently and predictably grows, you're going to be stuck and it's going to be super frustrating. This program is for you. So based on a first come, first serve basis, we're offering for the first 15 fast action takers to join us before November 18th, Friday, November 18th. They qualify for a generous scholarship to be applied towards the tuition, and also a special bonus, a 15-person session to create your own dedicated intake team. We'll go a little bit more in depth. I'll work with you, whatever that is, help you, hire these people, create their roles, create their goals, incentives, whatever that is upfront, so that you'll be able to set these intakers up for success. And this is, again, only offered to the first 15 people who talk to our legal funnel advisors. I'll show you exactly how to do that before November 18th. Virtual Law Firm Mastery. Again, if you would like to join us, if you already booked a call in the past, then all you have to do is to go book a call with your legal funnel advisor. We have Kalinda, Amanda, and Melissa. If those names sound familiar to you, then all you have to do is just email out to them, reach out to them, or go book a call with them and basically continue that conversation. Or if you've never have booked a call with us, it's your first time, it's your first time, you haven't booked a call with us, go book a call with us there, legalfunnel.com, or go book a call with either Kalinda, Amanda, and Melissa. Again, here's the link again with those. And again, 15 scholarships available until November 18th. Let me just quickly go over what the program is. It focuses exclusively on helping lawyers systematize and scale their law firm while working less. That's basically the one-liner of what we do. It helps you create the systems, helps you get more clients to be able to scale your law firm while you work less. How do we do it? Well, by using automations, systems, funnels, and current top paid and organic client sources. What's working right now for us? These things change constantly. I can't tell you how much of these things change. I'll just share with you exactly what works right now based on things that are working for me. And don't forget, I get a lot of feedback and I talk to lawyers nonstop, not only myself, our team and everybody. I get that information, consolidate it, and I give it back to you, everybody. So to get you scheduled bookings and direct calls from your leads, everybody's aligned towards the same goals, more clients, create systems, and free up more time with my direct guidance and support team to help implement. And right now, internally, we're building out a program to also bring on other instructors to join our program. It's not easy, but that's why we're like sorting out the who's and the what topics and things that will be an extra value add that'll be added to our program. These other instructors that could also either teach things on a very specific practice types or specific parts of your operations. We're building it out right now. It might, will take probably a couple of weeks or a couple of months to build that out, but that will also be offered, where the focus is on implementation and collaboration. That feels like hanging out with friends, but with real law firm results. It also comes with community, accountability, and all the tools. We help you create a plan up front. We also provide all the technical and support team as much as we can to hire for you, set up your lead follow-ups automations for you. And again, all these support stuff is provided, but we don't offer in one shot because we know it takes stages and it takes like little order of operations for these things to be implemented. So wherever you are in that stage, we'll kind of help you focus in on that. Then once we see that you got your handle on that stage, then we move you over to like next stages. So a lot of times, like, just know there's a system to the madness. Let's focus on, if you need clients, let's focus on that first. Once you get clients, let's go work on your systems. If you need virtual assistants or you're working too much, let's work on that. And you get all the tools required to build, manage, and optimize all the law firm systems. And you get accountability and check-ins from the support team to hold you accountable. I know how crucial that is. And you also get private access to our exclusive lawyer community for daily support. You also get access to our weekly Zoom calls where you can ask me questions live and collaborate with other lawyers. We usually do it on Friday mornings. Also, hopefully we'll have many more besides myself. Also, you get 24/7 support via the community or email chat calls from the support team. Social calls every quarter. We got to do one of these. I'm putting it out there to our team. It's been a while. We need to do this where we hang out on Zoom, schmooze, network, and have fun, have some drinks on Zoom. And all members receive access to all the modules, recordings, and templates and resources and everything that's shared. I'm constantly refining, adding more resources on an ongoing basis, specific scripts, specific resources, everything that you could possibly ever think about, way more than you can imagine. And the total value of this is easily over 150K. Law school law school is 150K or 100K or more, and they don't teach nearly as much as the amount of things that we teach inside of Legal Funnel. So again, with all the resources and all the information that's shared, it's way more worth way more than 150K. So if all this did was help you get the right systems launched and implemented for your law firm, would it be worth it? That's a question I'm gonna put out there. If this did, would it be worth it to you? And yes, as Kalinda shared, it is 52 weeks. We did extend it to a year. Again, we made that transition. And it's a long-term kind of approach that we're taking. And yeah, how about if all this did was to connect you with a community of growth-minded and 6- and 7-figure law firm owners to help you work smarter, not harder. I'm all about working smarter. I literally, yeah, I don't want to get into that. There's a new affirmation that I came up with, but basically the idea is to work smarter, not harder. Okay. I'm all about that. And I want everybody else to be on that same train too. And also, if all this did was give you the ability to finally have a consistent and predictable growth and success, would it be worth it? Okay, it's not just something you come in within a couple of weeks. This takes time. It's something that took me almost 8 years to figure out. And we put you in this 1-year regimen that helps you also do the same thing for you as well. So what you get is you get laser focused and productive, so you can achieve more by doing less. So you can also be able to help you build your dream team that you trust, so you can delegate confidently. It also provides you all the cutting edge automation tools to help you build the systems that will run for your law firm. It will also help you break free from email jail and only answer 5% of your emails. This is completely possible. I should probably do a whole presentation just on this. I don't answer that many emails, if at all. I also able to close more clients with 100% automated lead follow-up system. We help you build this follow-up system that automatically follows up with your leads for you. Also, I share with you how I've been able to gather over 2,000 Google reviews and how also you can set up the same system for yourself. Also, you get access to our legal funnel, which is the kind of like the foundation of how I'll be able to turn more leads into clients. And you also you get consistent and predictable marketing sources to get new clients on demand. These things change. I'll share with you exactly what's working for your practice type. I'm an open book inside our program, but to ask me any questions, and I'll just provide you literally what works straight to the point. So again, what you want to do, if you haven't already, if you already talked to your legal funnel advisor, just find, and I'm going to put in the chat again, book a call there. Or if you never booked the call, then I just put the link for legal funnel right there as well. Go to legalfunnel.com. This is what our class looks like usually. And just a couple of more case studies. Crystal Lawson used legal funnel to get her calendar fully booked. Donovan Francis, who's an immigration lawyer in Canada, used legal funnel to have his calendar fully booked for a month and a half, which is amazing. Jana, she came into the program because she already had enough clients. She just wanted to free up more time, and she was able to free herself up using my email automation system that I shared with her, and she was able to get a lot more freedom from my email inbox. These are a couple of our posts being shared inside of my legal academy, our victories and growth, predictable progress. Davina shared, and post from Cynthia. But I just want to tell you how much I love legal funnels. It was money well spent. I'm learning how to free myself up by delegating and hiring so I can make more money. Lately, I've been getting up an hour each morning in the morning so I can work on my business, reviewing and implementing what I've learned in legal funnels. Thank you so much, Kalinda, Shoshana, and everyone else. Amazing. Veronica, I've done 2 business coaching programs in the past and they were okay, but Sam is literally life-changing. Amazing. Sam's legal funnel for lawyers program is one of the most impactful investments I've made in long term. Angela shared with us, and brought our law firm to the 21st century. Our operations have streamlined, have improved exponentially. Our revenues have soared. Sam's systems will take your practice and life beyond your wildest dreams. And we have many, many more case studies. If you don't believe me, get the book. Feel free to tap into it. Literally hundreds of case studies at this point of lawyers who will be able to help, again, systematize the law firm, get more clients, and be able to free yourself up from your law firm. Again, the investment to join Legal Funnel increases every time we do Virtual Law Firm Mastery. We know the true value of our program, and I've been saying that for the past 2.5 years, ever since I started. We're going to continuously increase our investment to join our program. Okay, I cannot say this stresses enough. We're going to continuously increase our investment to join our program. We have been literally systematically. We're doing this. So if you are somebody who's thinking about it, you're on the edge, join us, because again, this is inevitable. And there is also a huge opportunity cost to these things. These things are not going away. And the sooner that you catch on to these things and implement for yourself, the sooner you will quickly be able to apply for your law firm and make money from it. Again, based on first come, first serve basis, and those bonuses for the first 15 to join before November 18th, qualified for the general scholarship to be applied towards the tuition, and also a special class goes for those 15. Again, call to action. If you have already talked to Amanda, Kalinda, and Melissa, go reach out to them, or go book a call with them. Or if you haven't already booked the call, go to legalfunnel.com.